Hello everybody and welcome back to Megastore Simulator. Today we will be getting the seafood side of our store completed. Actually, we've got a customer waiting over there already. So what I'm going to do today is take down this wall and then hopefully we're going to fit it all in here. Big fingers crossed on that one. I'm not 100% sure. This is what I have so far. I've just got 2 fish on the go. We've got a customer waiting for some mackerel. They're actually going to see how this works now. We got this at the end of the previous video, but I didn't actually get a chance to show you how it worked. So basically, we just have to chop the head and tail off the fish, chop it in half, put it in there, wrap it up, give it away to the customer, and off he goes. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So got to get this wall down. I think I need like $39,000 or something like that to take that wall down. I have taken down a couple upstairs in between the videos, just the needless ones really, just these ones, just because you have to. So there's nothing up there currently. Make sure I've got no customer, I haven't. Yeah, so I've got nothing over there currently. It's just empty space, just because you have to take that before taking the ones downstairs. My plan over there is I'm going to leave it as it is for the moment. I did think about maybe moving these clothes and just having this as a giant empty space for people to walk to when they come up here. There's just a bit bigger of a space for people to walk around, and moving the clothes over there. But I thought, nah, I'll leave it because I don't know what's coming next in the game. There could be something that would go well next to clothes that would go perfect over there, or go well next to sports that would fill in over there quite nicely, or indeed extra clothes. Who knows? There could be extra licenses of clothes coming and they could all go over there, or extra licenses for sports. So I'm just going to leave that for now. The one thing I might do is move these changing rooms over there. I think that makes a lot of sense, because we could have this as a changing room area. Place them behind there and I can go and sort them in a moment. I just need to check the fish counter. You can get an employee now, so I've had a little bit of an update, and you can now have an employee for the fish counter. We don't need one at the moment, and to be honest with you, so far, if a customer goes there, they'll just wait until you serve them. They don't get bored and walk away. Whether that will change or not in future, I don't know. It probably will. But if it doesn't, yeah, you don't really need to worry about it. So I don't think you also need an employee a whole day. You could just have them come in the afternoon. And if somebody happens to be waiting there all morning, then so be it. Right, that'll do over there. If nothing ever comes for this section, then I might just get more of these and just decorate this area and make it look quite nice with that sort of thing. Right, back to work. So I haven't sold everything from here. So I had a couple of excess cases with stuff in. I've got rid of the cases. I chucked them all onto trays. I've actually hidden those around here, just waiting for them to burn out, basically. As soon as they burned out, I'll sell them. I don't need them. I've got all of those items already spaced on here. So I'm just burning those items out. So I'm not going to order any of them. Wait till they burn out and I can get rid of the trays. So unfortunately, you can't sell stuff like that. It'd be nice if you could just throw products away and sell it. You'll just get a bit of money back for it. Or even just throw it away. It's kind of in the way. I just want it gone. So that's why it's around there for now. Just hiding away. Hopefully, everything will get sold around here. I even took the prices for those particular items way, way down. Like 20% under market. And still nobody was buying them in big quantities. I think it's going to take a while to go through that much stuff in the bakery. There you go, sir. Yeah, this is going to give us something to do for a little while as well. Serve on this counter. I think it's 39,000 for the next one. Pretty sure it is. The money for expansions is getting a bit annoying, to be honest. Getting too high. 38,400. Yeah, it's getting too much, really. You'll easily sink a day's profit into an expansion, and particularly when like you have to buy upper floor. Like next, I have to buy another upper floor, 41,000. I don't need that unless something comes to the game that requires that. It'd be really annoying if it's another grocery style thing, because I can't use the space. I mean, obviously we'll use the space eventually. It's not like it's wasted money. You know, I'll need it way down the line when we've got this place fully done. You will need that space at some point, I'm sure. But right now, it's kind of annoying. So what we need to do today, though, is... So once I get this wall down, I'm hoping there's enough space here. I need 5 of these, which is really annoying. So there are 32 items. And obviously you get 8 slots. So you're thinking, well, you can get away with 4 then. But actually, nope, there's 33. How annoying. There's 33 types of fish that go in these. So you need 5 of them and 1. We'll just have to double up with a few things because some of it's going to be empty. You'd think it would be 32, wouldn't you? Just nice and even because you've got 8 spots available to you. You'd think it'd be 32 items, but it's 33 and a lobster, which will go in the lobster tank. There's only the 1 lobster at the moment. I'm just getting a couple of lobster tanks in the middle to sort of make like a mini island in between it all. And hopefully, my plan is, because I don't like the fact that the back of the bakery is open here. There's no way of like partitioning off with a wall or something else. So because you can't partition off, which is what I really like, I'm going to flip this around and have it so that that faces that way. So we need a lot of these anyway. So this can be like a staff walkway down here. So you'd have like staff only. And it feels like it's closed off, even if it's not. That's my plan for sort of this area. For the fish, sir. Thank you very much. Right, so we've nearly got our money. If I go and raid outside, I'm pretty sure we will have our money. We've got here 700 there, 1,000 there, 900 there, basically 900 there, 937 there. Yeah, we've got our money now. Good stuff. Right, I am going to purchase that expansion now. Growth, expansion 29. There we go, we've got our space. So obviously I need to get these freezers in here as well. So this is where it's going to be a bit tight, I think. So not only do we need all of the fish counter stuff, I need to get these freezers in as well. Now I could partition some of this off with freezers. But we'll see. I think I'm going to go freezers down that wall there. I think that's going to make the most sense. Start moving some stuff around now. At the very least, we can see what's what. Why isn't that going blue? There we go. That's weird. When I snap that, it goes into the wall and goes red. Yeah, it's probably going to go down there with those. Don't know. Because then it's going away from my fridge section here, isn't it? Now, none of this is going to stay like this. That's the key thing here. This is the one area of the supermarket that is not staying. The rest of it's pretty much, unless they get like loads of expansions to them, and there's too many products and I have to rearrange them all, which may well happen. None of this right here is staying as is. Like, this is going to move. The fish counter is going to move. All of this is going to be pushed that way. So I don't just want it in the middle of the floor, and this eventually becomes the middle of the floor, unfortunately. So we'll put those there for now. So that's the kind of space I'm working with. It's not massive. Hopefully it's going to be big enough. I can probably go with 2 of those down there. Chop mackerel, there you go. All right, I've gone with this floor for in here, but I don't know, to stick with the bakery floor. Let's go through it with that. I don't know.
A little stale. I hope I'm wrong.
You are wrong. Our baker has been really on it. Look at this. We've got basically full stock, even though he's not been here since lunchtime. For some reason, the bakery is just not selling for me. Like, there's the odd day where something gets used, but very rarely do I sell that much stuff in here. Now we've got a full bakery. People don't seem interested. Hopefully they're a bit more... When I get some more seafood, hopefully they're a bit more interested in this. Because also, they're not that interested. I mean, I've only got 2 types of fish. What have we had today? 4 customers? 3 customers? Something like that. Not great. They're not exactly coming to the store and thinking, ooh, fish. I also get this a lot as well, because I've got the freezers nearby. A lot of people, they look like they're coming to you, and then they go, nah, I'll go over there instead. Probably go and buy the frozen fish we've got over here instead. Right, so I think we're nearly... There's still a lot of people in store. I think we should be okay to start messing around over there now. So, I have bought everything. So I've got all of the licenses and pre-priced them, which saves a bit of time in the video. So we can have a look through all of these now. So I've got sardines and mackerels already on the go, or small mackerel. So we've got a larger mackerel there. Various different types of fish, shrimp, squid, crawfish. We've got crabs as well. We've got the lobster for the lobster tank. Then we have some sliced up stuff as well. So we've got some fillets. All the way down to crab legs and stuff like that. So that's all the stuff we're going to be putting in. But yeah, all of it, unfortunately, just about all of it is fish stand and only the one lobster, which is a bit annoying, but very expensive. $89.70. Yeah, I've set all of these to 37%. So there's a reasonable amount of money to be made on the lobster. Right, so if I get myself, I've got one already. So if I get another 4 of these, and I want 2 lobster tanks because you only get, I think it was 3 lobsters. So I want to get 2 tanks, make sure we've got plenty of those. So we'll have 4 of those and 2 of those. Get those delivered to the storefront. We'll try and place this stuff and get some idea. We've got a customer. Sorry about that, sir. If you come back tomorrow, you'll find a new and improved fish counter with lots more choice. I thought he was just going to walk out then. He had that look about him that he was just going to leave the store. Okay, it is now morning. I just caught my tiki there, which in the warehouse sorts all the boxes out. But because I happened to be holding a box, I ended up getting stuck holding a box there. So I just skipped to the next day, came back into the game, and it's all fine. But it is now morning. But we've got $31,000 to play with then. And I want these something like... I don't know, how far away do they have to be? It's a bit tight down there. Show me how it works, Mr. Baker. So if you're standing there and another employee or me is standing here, that would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? I think it needs to be a bit further away than that. It's not ideal. Not ideal. It would have to be something more like this. It's not too bad, but it doesn't leave me a lot of room. I mean, we could go with a tight space. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, I can glitch through him and so can everybody else. So it's not like it's a problem right now, but... Move this one. So you can't go too close to the wall either because you have to stand behind it. These are very awkward pieces of equipment. Have it like that. That's not too bad. Looks quite professional as well, and you can still walk around there. That sort of thing would happen. Not too bad. Just don't like how close it is to him, but I think it's going to have to be, isn't it? So it's not liking that placement. I think it's clashing with that, so it's going to have to slightly further away still. Oh, come on. Not much, is it? It's there. Okay. We'll go with that then. Have this to the wall, though. Right, so we can have it like that. So that's 2 of them. So we still need another 3, is it? A lot. But they can... When I can put one there, it would just bleed into the sort of out of the section a little bit, which I'm not that keen on if it did. I could do that. It bleeds out of the section quite a bit into the groceries. Obviously, we can have one there. These are really annoying with the way they're laid out. I like them, but they're not great for the space I currently have available. I suppose moving the freezers would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Maybe the freezers by the bakery and then have this space over here would be better. I can box this. I can't box that one up because it's got stuff on it, but I can box the rest of them up, can't we? Just box these up, put them away for a second. Shove this one in the floor. All right, let's move all of this stuff and put this here. Because maybe this will make a nice partition anyway. It's a bit weird, though, I suppose. You know, if you came over to here, it's like weird seeing behind the bakery. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing, but I think it'll work better. Oh, come on. Oh, no, it's just too short. Oh, no. That's got to be so close. It's right on that line as well, unfortunately. But maybe I can just steal a bit. We won't really notice. Have we stolen enough? Have we stolen enough? Nope. Still not stolen enough. Annoying. How much more do I actually need? Quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. Okay, well, we'll just have to... Don't really want them coming out of the flooring, though. Particularly. I mean, I could colour the whole flooring the same, and then it wouldn't matter, would it? But then I'd still want them in line with the bakery, ideally. I mean, we don't have to have them all that way around, I suppose. We could have them... Why does that keep going red, I wonder? Whenever I come this way a bit. Now it's fine. Who knows? Yeah, I don't have to have them all like that. We could have it like that. Something like that, maybe. It looks a bit odd. I think I'll just have to come out into the floor. For now. And then we'll pay a bit more attention after we finish the other area. We can move some stuff maybe. Right, so we'll utilize that wall hopefully now. Obviously you have to be off the wall a little bit. Can I get round there? Just about. It's very tight, but it's okay. No space there. We could put a lobster tank there. My original plan was for lobster tanks in the middle there. These are just too big. No matter how you do this, these are going to be too big, aren't they? For this area. So I need a much bigger area for these. I think this is going to have to be a work in progress type thing. They're also so large when you're moving them around. Get in the way everywhere. I mean, we can go up like that though, couldn't we? So we can have back-to-back workers. It's probably a better thing to do. Okay, so what I've decided to do is move my bakery further to the right-hand side, which is very similarly placed to where it was at the end of the previous video anyway. I'd actually, between videos, moved it all a bit to the left, purely because to help the restockers come through here and not do that weird thing they were doing, where they were dropping off, walking all the way around here to grab a box. Having it further away from there seemed to solve that, but I'm willing to have that issue come back for the extra space. So we've stolen some space away from the bakery. And hopefully that will be enough. I've stumbled across this sort of layout, which I'm hoping will work, but I'm not 100%. Everything's just so squeezed in here. I haven't got the room, unfortunately. The next expansion we get for down here as well, I think, could be wrong, but I think it's this wall, which again, we could push the bakery back a little bit in that sense, but it's not going to help me out much over here. Where on earth I'm going to put the fruit and vegetable shelving? I just don't think that's going to come until we get further over there. Don't think I've got the room for it. Right, can we do something nice now over here? So if I do that sort of thing to block off the bakery. I've glitched this in together, which kind of works. Quite nice, it allows you to do that. So that can be something like that. I've got one freezer left over here, unfortunately. Don't really want it going into the floor, but ooh, I wonder if I could seal the bakery off entirely with a freezer. There we go. That's sealed the bakery off as well. Yeah, he's down there in his own little zone now. That's sealed the bakery off. We've got a fish counter. Not super keen on that. It'll have to do. And these are back to back like this. So you've got like a staff bit in the middle and fish either side. I'm not keen on serving fish against a wall here like this. That doesn't seem very inviting for customers. I'd like it differently, but I don't think I can. Just need too much room. Unless we have some staff. You just walk round and we could have it sort of double facing maybe. Let's have a look. Let's have a last little play around. And then I'll get some boxes of stuff on here. Put that there for now. I could maybe do that. And then we could just have them like that facing each other. Maybe I could do that. Maybe that would work. Let's see. Put that there. It's a bit awkward to get to the freezers, though. I'd have to start further over to the left, perhaps, if we were doing that. And then I've got one more. That's the problem. I've got one more. That could go... For some reason, it's not happy. How far away it has to be. I'd be very tempted to get the mod for the unrestricted placement for this sort of thing. To squeeze these in a tight area. How much space you have to leave between them. Actually, no, you don't. That was just me. That was my error. I mean, well, I say a bit tight. I wouldn't want to make it too enclosed, but actually you don't need to leave that much space. Slightly better. Maybe up to the wall. And this one can now come in here quite nicely. Hopefully. Something like that. Then we can put our lobster tanks just here to seal the area off and maybe move these right over then. Far back as they can go. Over to the wall. Then maybe, actually, I can do the freezer. Instead of having it at the front there, just kind of block off the section. I was not happy with that for some reason. That's weird. It's happy there, but why isn't it happy there? Weird. I don't know what's going on with that particular freezer. Happy? Is it happy now? I think it kind of... So why is it happy there but not... Never mind. Whatever. I prefer not to have the gap. And I'd be more in line with that, but... I guess it's fine. I mean, it could actually... Maybe it could do... It could do that if I move... If I move that... And place that... Here, like so... Then actually that could do that, couldn't it? It's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle this today, isn't it? Just trying to get everything in. I mean, they could come down a little bit more now and be in line with the floor again. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. That's okay. I'm happier with that. Because then these lobster tanks, providing they're not humongous, this is the first time I'm looking at them. Please don't be too large. That's okay. That's kind of what I was expecting. These can go... I just put them side by side or back to back. How would they look best? Probably back to back. That's not bad. I don't know if I like the walkway through there. Actually, we'll have them front facing. Something like this. There we go. We'll have it like that. So that's not too bad. I've actually got everything in there. I could actually... Now I've gone with that layout, I could then move the freezers further over and not have such a squidged bakery. I could bring the bakery back to where it was and then still have the freezers down there. I think this is the layout I should have gone with originally, isn't it? But it's in. It is in. Might leave it like that for now. Oh no, I've got a freezer here. Oh, I didn't realize I'd moved this one. That's why we were struggling earlier, wasn't it? Oh well, we'll have to do this after all then. So weird how it... I'm guessing the front thing here is coming into the front thing of the one next to it, isn't it? We'll have it like that. It's fine. I think that's the best layout I can do. If you can think of a different one, let me know in the comments and maybe we'll try it in the future. But I mean, to be honest with you, it's not staying here anyway. We'll have a totally different layout elsewhere. But I think that'll do. It's fine. Yeah. Right, we'll have it like that then. So, we'll think of color and stuff like that in a moment. Let's put an order in for everything. And then it can all come. So I'm going to have it all delivered out the front first. And then we'll have it all delivered to the warehouse afterwards. Now, some of these things you don't get many in a box. So I'm guessing you don't get many on your shelving. Yeah, some of these things you don't get many on. So on the spare bit of shelving that I do have, I'll probably double up a few of those. Going to bring everything in and dump it, I think. And then we'll just chuck it all on. It should be pretty easy to chuck on. There's not really any kind of order to do this in, I don't think. I mean, there probably is. If you're a aficionado, or a aficionado, I suppose we could have said. I'm sure there's a pun there I could have said, isn't there? I should have said that instead. But if you're really into your fish, I'm sure that you would prefer it in some slightly different order. I can't say I'm too much of an expert. Obviously, I'll put the crab together and things like that. But in terms of just regular fish, I mean, we could go red and white, I suppose, couldn't we? But I'm just going to chuck them all on. Don't think it'll make any difference. We'll put our fillets together as well, of course. It's a shame. I don't know why some of them are filleted and that cod's cleaned as well. Why don't I, or maybe we will in future. Surely that should be something that I do behind the fish counter. If I'm bothering to chop head and tail off the fish, chop it in half and put it in a container for you, you would think that I would also be descaling it, filleting it, cleaning it all out for you. You'd think that would be the job behind the counter as well, wouldn't you? There's a lot of boxes. Right, you can go away. And we can begin. Right, what do I want to put on first? So many things now. So we've got some more mackerel here, so that can come over here. Herring. Sounds like a good one to come over here as well. To be honest with you, they all pretty much look the same, don't they? There's very few differences in the look of these fish. Sea bass. I think the sea bass is pretty expensive. Yeah, 21.15. As is true of real life, sea bass can be pricey. Sea bream. I bet the baker's happy. I bet he's really happy. In the last episode, I put a load of extra stuff on, so he's got so much more work to do now than he used to. And now, instead of just smelling his nice fresh bread and all of his cakes, he's now got the smell of raw fish next to him. I bet he's delighted with me. Absolutely delighted. King salmon. Have we got any more whitefish? The clean sea bream, I suppose. Is that going to be... That's not a whole fish then, is it? It's been sliced. Kind of fits just there though, doesn't it? You don't get many of those though, do you? You only get 6 of those. Let's bring that back. Since you only get 6 of those, when we can double up a bit of fish later on, I think I'd rather double that up. I think that's it for like the whole fish though, isn't it? Everything else is like sliced and stuff. I guess we'll just chuck a couple of the other things on then, so trout and stuff, even though they're not the same. I don't get many of them on either. I mean, we will have to forego some of them. I don't think they'll sell out, to be honest with you. I have a feeling that fish will be quite slow to sell. Just from what I've experienced so far. Alright, squid and all that kind of stuff I want together. Put the salmon next. Alright, is that it for whole fish? I think that's it for whole fish. I think we'll do the... In with that salmon, I think we'll do like the... No, we've got a red snapper here. Put the red snapper on. Obviously, we've got the clean sea bream there. Perch on there. Then we'll chuck that sea bream on. Tell you what, I won't double this up, I don't think. Just chuck that on there. There's so much variety of fish. If we start selling out, we start selling out. I'll revisit it afterwards. Over there, we'll have... What else have we got fillet-wise? Red snapper fillet. That's quite good, actually. So you've got your red snapper and you've got filleted versions just further down. Oyster salmon slice. Trout fillets. We've got trout nearby. That can be the final thing. Oysters. Right, so we've got some clean stuff here. They can all go together. Tuna as well. Right, what I'm going to do is grab... So I don't have to keep going backwards and forwards here. Just grab what I need. Tuna, clean sea bass, clean cod. They can all go on there. I think that's it, isn't it? For all of this type of fish. I think the rest of it's all crab and stuff like that. Squid. So we go squid. Anything else similar to a squid? I think it's just this stuff around here, isn't it? Oysters. We'll have the squid and the oysters together, I guess. Oh, with shrimp. Here we go. Shrimp. I thought I saw shrimp somewhere. I'll have the shrimp there as well. And the rest of it's all crab and things like that. So that can all... I think I'd want the crab over here. Since we've got lobsters in the tank there. So crawfish and all that kind of stuff. I think it makes sense to have on this counter. Got some sort of layout going. Right, let's get these things on. So I'd like to open up as well and see how it all pans out. So I'll put some shrimp just there. Have our squid next to it. And these want all going down here, I think. So clean cod. Sea bass. So these are some of the things we could double up with. You see how small in stock they are? I do have extra room. Let's just get them on first. I don't even know what I've got in my hand here. Let's just get them on. And whichever of these look like they might need doubling up, I can do that afterwards. Right, lobster. Put one in there. You'll have a friend later, don't worry. We'll get some more stock. You're on your own for now, though. Crab legs. You don't get many crab legs, do you? So I'd like to probably double it. It's the crab we don't get much of, isn't it? I feel like the restockers might be constantly coming over and restocking crab. Hopefully not. I do have one spare spot for some crab, actually. So we could double up one of the crabs. Maybe the 44.35 crab. The expensive crab. We'll double up. There we go. So we'll double up the expensive crab. Keep them on. But the rest of it will have to stay as it is. We've got our lobsters done. Working space is fine. So we can double up some of these as well. Should we need to? I mean, that kind of number's not too bad, actually. I'll just chuck a couple of those down there and a couple of tuna steaks or something. And then over here, these final 4 spots. Do we need to double them up? Probably not, but we will do. In fact, we'll do something weird. We'll have shrimp and squid bookending some oysters. Right, that'll all get filled up once we purchase some stuff. Now, hopefully I've got enough money for some stock here. I don't know what is going to pop up over here that we need. So I'm just going to get sort of a box of everything that we need rather than pallets, because I don't think I'm going to have enough money. just going to get a box of everything just to see us through. Obviously, these all need loading on. Okay, all of our fish is on in the warehouse. Some of the other things are still going on, but that's fine. Everybody's working hard. So we'll just let you restock some of this fish. And then we might as well open, to be honest with you. Won't take that long, will it? Well, let's open up then. So let's have a go at running an entire fish area on my own. It should be easy enough, I would say. We'll see how many we're going to sell. We do need to do some decoration. I thought we could do that while we're open. There's no point being closed for that. So do I stick with this? Because I went with this different floor for this area. I think it kind of works. Not 100% sure. Not that one though, is it? Which one is it? That one. I think it looks decent with that. Now, do we colour those? I can colour them, I believe. But should we colour them? I quite like them as they are. I don't know what colour I would choose for these, but because they've got a fair bit of colour varying going on, they've got the white, the black, they've got the blue, they've got the ice that you can see, and then all of the fish itself. They're quite colourful shelving anyway, aren't they? So I don't know if I actually need to colour these shelves or not. Right, hello there, sir. 2 red snappers. No problem, sir. That's just a wrapping job for me. Thank you very much. I need to run around here and serve this customer. You just want those bagging up. There you go. Thank you very much, sir. And you would like this just adding in there as well. Thank you very much. So if it's going to be this kind of busy, then it's probably worth getting an employee for here. Because you're going to spend all of your time sort of doing this. So maybe you would want 2 employees, 1 for the morning, 1 for the afternoon, if it's going to be seriously busy. Because I don't know what the threshold is for the amount of customers in store. And if you've got somebody just standing around not shopping, they're going to count as a customer in your store. Want 4 crawfish, no problem. There you go. Thank you. Freshly caught this morning. Probably. How would he know? He's not going to go and trace it, is he?
That looks great. Nice and fresh.
You're running low on dough, but that's expected in some areas because I am running some of it dry. Or trying to. Right, anybody else for fish? You look like a fish person, sir. You are indeed a fish person. I put a bit more effort into that one. So all of that is automatic. It's just a click. And there's nothing, you don't actually do any of the cutting yourself or choose it or anything like that. So I think what this is telling me is obviously probably you'll have a staff member anyway at some point. But in future, when I have the room, do not lay it out like this. I think have this as one long wall. Or, actually, no, not one. I wouldn't do one long wall because it'd be massive. I'd do it how I have my butchers planned in this. So when we eventually get the butchery, what I want to do is sort of do it circular around me sort of thing. So you work in the middle and it goes around you in a circle or a square, whatever shape the shelving will come in. It goes around you. So you just stand in the middle and you just work on all 4 sides. I do the same with this. With more space, I think I'd do the same with this. So you stand here and we just go shelving. We just served like this rather than running in and out of the aisles. Didn't have the room. There you go. Thank you. How are we doing for lobster? I'm a bit concerned that we might Run out of lobster. Put a cheeky
Looks a little stale. I hope I'm wrong.
order for a couple of those, shall we? Alright, what would you like? I've come the wrong side. Some clean cod, there you go. Thank you. Alright, has that lobster arrived? Why are these pallets still here? The lobster has now arrived. I don't know why there's some pallets just left in there. Hopefully they're going to come and grab that lobster. They are indeed. I don't know why there's some pallets just left in here. It's fine. I'll fix it later. Not a problem. I won't be ordering anything else through the rest of the day anyway. Alright, any customers? No. Alright, how's the bakery doing? So the baker's gone home now, I think. Oh, no, does he finish at 2? Where is he? Maybe he has. Maybe he's gone home early. Or he's gone around the corner, maybe. Everything looks good, though, doesn't it? There he is. So he's gone around the corner to claim some of that stock that I want to get rid of. Which is good. As soon as we get rid of that, I can get rid of all those. Alright, you look like a fish customer.
I love that freshly baked smell.
You know what? I thought that was her saying that. I thought she was going to say, I love that fresh, fishy smell. She didn't. You may indeed have a king salmon fillet. But this ticks off a new job for me then, because I don't think in any of the other games I've ever done a fish counter. We've been a lot of things on my channel. I've done bakeries, I've done regular supermarket work. I have done fish. I've served fish. We caught it ourselves in one of the games, didn't we? And you had to cook it and everything like that. But I've never like packaged it and stuff like that. So we've done a new job in this one. There you go. Thank you. You look like a fish customer, sir. Serve you. So, going forward in this series, we're not going to be doing it as regular, I don't think, as we have been. Because we are now running out of content, of course. We have got the fruit and vegetables to do. But where on earth I'm going to shove those, I have absolutely no idea. But in terms of everything else, we have effectively finished. Everything is on apart from the fruit and veg, which is just here. Apart from these, everything is on. I've just got no room to put the stuff. And by the time we've kind of made our way through there, you know, just for some shelving, I kind of might as well just do that later at some later stage. But there's nothing else we can do. We have everything else. A lot of it's out of stock at the moment, but we have everything else. So there's nothing more for me at this point in time to continue doing with the game, apart from just leveling it up, which I might continue to do a little bit of here and there. But yeah, we've kind of reached the end. So if we go down here, so next storage expansion is upstairs. So I'd like to get these just to create a bit more space, but it wouldn't be a full rearrange job. I would wait until we can move these to sort of their final place where I want them before we rearrange them again. I'm not going to just rearrange them for rearranging sake just because we've knocked down a couple of walls there. I'd probably use that space for whatever's coming next. I don't know when the next thing is coming, the next department. It could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks, it could be a handful of days, who knows? It could even be when you're watching this video. So, yeah, what I'm going to do going forward with this game is I'll still keep coming back to this. This is not an end of series because I don't think this series will end. Based on when I read how much stuff is coming to this game, I don't think this series will end for another 3 or 4 years. We'll probably still keep playing this then because there will be new departments added all the time. So it's going to be one we keep coming back to. But until like the next department comes, I probably won't make a video. So the videos might become a little bit more rare, shall we say. Whereas at the moment we've been doing 2 a week. We might drop to 1 a week. We might drop to 1 every 2 weeks or something like that. Or I might give it 2 or 3 weeks without playing it and then come back and do like 5 or 6 videos all in one go while we work our way through, if there's been like numerous updates with lots of new sections, work our way through like a big update like that. And we'll just keep coming back when the updates come, basically. And that's going to be the future of this series going forwards. Which is not badly timed, actually, because we have got some exciting stuff coming up. We're going to return to our cafe game, Cafe Business Manager. That's coming out very soon. So we'll be able to return to that. We've got Pizza Slice on the go as well. Corner Shop Night Shift. So if you're into shop games and you've not seen any of that series so far, go and check that out. It is a bit different, admittedly. It's not the same kind of shop sim, but it is a shop sim technically. It's got a whole story going on around it, and it's a bit unusual, but it's still a shop sim. So if you're into shop sims, go and check that out on the channel. But yeah, we'll have a sort of slowdown of this series, I think, going forwards. Because other than me running around like this and just wrapping some fish up, there's not really much else for me to do right now. And I don't know what's coming next either. I have no idea what department is coming next. I actually thought the butchery would come before the seafood, because that was one of the things listed at the very beginning of the game. It was on the roadmap. That was one of the first departments listed. So I'm surprised that hasn't come. If that does come, that's probably going to go behind here with the take these walls down. That's going to go over there somewhere. But otherwise, I don't know what's coming. So it'll be exciting to find out.
It's a little stale. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're not talking about this. Right, so final thing then for here, color scheme. I'm not 100% sold on the white walls. To be honest, I wanted it for the bakery because I wanted it to look clean and tidy. But I don't like the fact it doesn't match everywhere downstairs. Because we've gotten that whole color everywhere downstairs. We've done different upstairs. But I think you would want it bright though, wouldn't you? I don't think you'd want it the color of that. You know, if we had it, I mean, let's just try it for trial's sake. That look too dark, or would that look good? Hey, well, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Might stick with this color everywhere then.
Nice and fresh.
I'll serve you in a moment. Just mind the paint. Fresh paint. Don't worry about the fish. It adds to the flavor. How does that look? Not bad, is it? I think that's better than the white. The reason I got rid of white in the first place was because I was fed up with the plain walls we'd always had. We'll finish that in a second. There you go, thank you. Yeah, I think I'll paint the bakery the same. There we go. I think that's better, actually. It's a bit darker, but I think it works better. Right, that could be our final fish customer. Could be wrong, but we're coming towards the end now. Most people are heading to paying or just grabbing their final item. So we are basically, as I say, we're basically finished for the moment. That might be, we have got another fish customer. Actually, we've got 2. So we're going to take you for a tour, but to see what we've done so far before we have like a week break or whatever it'll end up being. Because I'm pretty sure it won't be long. The developer is rattling updates out like crazy. It's rare for it to be longer than a week, to be honest, without some sort of update. So I would expect we'll have quite a few over the coming weeks. Maybe they'll be a bit slower over the Easter period, but who knows. It's a very, very good developer who just seems intent on delivering on what he's been saying, which is great. Absolutely great to see. All right, so let's go for a little tour then, shall we? So way back when, at the beginning of the series, when it was just beginning, obviously we started with the groceries. That's changed completely over the course of 20-odd episodes, hasn't it? And we did our tech, of course, when I was trying to take advantage of the early game when you could get lots of money for your tech, which unfortunately got nerfed not long after I did it, but probably the next episode after, wasn't it? I got very unlucky with that. So we've got our tech there, music, which has slowed down a bit recently. I mean, we're out of guitars, but doesn't seem to sell out as fast now. It still sells out every day, but not, I don't think, there was a time it would sell out before lunch, I'd say. Now it sells out sort of mid-afternoon, I think. Having more variety of products everywhere is helping with that. We've got our nice toy and clothing section up here. I quite like. I think this is probably my favorite area of the store so far. We've got the self-checkouts here, which eventually they'll have their own area up here. I'll try and make like a whole section just for checkouts. At the moment, they're just dumped in until we get some more space. Sports. I think I'll probably end up moving this from here, or trying to make it look a bit better. I like it, but it's, compared to some of the other sections, feels a bit dull, and the layout's a bit rigid. Again, that will change when we've got more room. Once these walls come down, this will probably move further into the store anyway, because I'd quite like to leave this as an open walkway. So I'll probably move further into the store, and we'll get a slightly better layout of all of this. So that's something we will do in future episodes when we return regularly. And yeah, that is almost the Megastore. Now, I was going to change the name to this when we got towards the end. I was going to change it to, like, we are now a Megastore or whatever. But are we ever going to reach that? Are we ever going to reach we are a Megastore? I don't know. I think that's going to be the final thing I do. In like 10 years' time, when this series comes to an end, when we've got 100 different departments in here and hundreds of thousands of products and thousands of customers coming in, and frame rates are about 0 because there's just too much going on, even though the dev is working hard on that. Then that's the final thing I will do in this series, is change that name to We Are Now a Megastore. That'll be the very final thing I do way down the line. But I think for now, we are complete. So we will end the day. And yeah, I will leave it here. So as I say, the next episode could be next week. It could be in a couple of weeks. It could be in a month. I don't know. Whenever there is an update to the game, there's a good chance that I'll do an episode somewhere around that update, and we will get started with the next thing. But we are, for now, finished. So I hope you have enjoyed the series so far, and will continue to enjoy the series going forwards. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.